found two of America's most promising young ballers and have flown them over to Europe on trial with RB Leipzig to see if USA's best street talent can earn a pro contract in Europe.
Let's go put you in the top 5 players.
2 months ago, we travelled across the United States searching for one thing: the country's next football stars. Thousands of ballers turned up, only 2 earned the chance of a lifetime. Now, Haroon and Bryson have arrived in Germany, where every session, every test, and every touch of the ball could shape their future. In partnership with the Bundesliga and RB Leipzig, they'll experience life inside one of Europe's top football academies, professional medical assessments,
You could run a little bit longer.
cognitive testing,
Yellow, yes.
elite coaching,
Okay, finish, okay.
training alongside the RB Leipzig Academy, and the opportunity to prove they belong at the highest level.
It was perfect.
In this video, you'll experience 1 week in a never-seen-before exclusive behind-the-scene access and discover whether they have what it takes to make the jump from promising players in the United States to professional academy players in Europe.
You are a baller. My name is Haroon Leipzig. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and I'm here having a trial with RB Leipzig.
My name is Bryson Booth. I'm from Waterbury, Connecticut, and I'm here for a trial with RB Leipzig.
You are going to be on a plane to Leipzig, a trial at RB Leipzig. How does that make you feel?
Well, I'm very excited, and yeah, let's get it.
First impressions when you pulled up to the training site?
It was beautiful. I feel like these professional academies, these top facilities, I feel like it's just something I'm not used to. And yeah, I'm just amazed by all the fields. All the coaches here are amazing. All the trainings here are good. So
I was like, wow, this is really nice. This is like one of the best facilities I've seen.
it was surprising also because I didn't expect to be here, and now I'm here, and I'm very happy to be here. So
You started off like a professional footballer, doing a professional medical. How was that?
yeah, the first medical was fine. They were just checking if I had any injuries, anything to worry about before I actually go into the testing. And yeah, it was very calm, very easy.
Did you grow in the last couple of years a lot?
Yeah. I was like 5'8", now I'm like 5'10".
It was nice, like he rolled around or rotated my legs, see if I had any injuries or anything that was bothering me.
Those broken here,
okay,
under there.
So the patella?
Yeah,
okay,
around that.
How was the treadmill?
Nah, that was another level. I feel like, yeah, obviously I was trying to push myself to the max, to show obviously the coaches that I'm willing to do a lot to get the opportunity to play here.
So the goal of the test is to go an all-out endurance test, okay? Yeah, come on, push yourself. It looks good. 20 seconds is done. Come on. Yeah, looks good. Perfect, Haroon. Yeah, come on. Everything good? A very short overview.
Yeah.
Again, your VO2. So that's the basic one for your endurance. That's your value, and that's the overall norm.
Okay.
We say, okay, 100 is an average norm,
Okay.
and you're at 97.
All right.
So a little bit lower than the average. Your heart rate was at the end 179 and 97. It's also nearly to the maximum of the norm range. I think the norm range, you see it here, is 204.
Yeah.
So from this page, it'll show maybe you can get a little bit, you could run a little bit longer.
Longer, yeah. And yeah, the treadmill, that was it was a lot of work, but I'm happy I got it done.
And then from there, you went on to do the cognitive tests.
Very like modern technology that I used, that they gave me actually. So it was like using VR, using reactive stuff.
I'm Niels, the mental coach and cognitive performance coach for the academy players here. And today I like to show you a few training exercises and a few tests I usually do with our boys. Okay, up, up, nice. Up, up, up. Okay, go. Right means right foot forward, but the left arm catches.
So when you say right, it's like this.
Yeah.
Left, like that.
Right, yes. Left, yes. Right, yes.
So when I have the majority, I click my color. When it's less, I click the third.
Yes.
Okay.
You got it. 1 minute. Nice. Very quick feet. I like that, you know, the attitude you showed, and you had no mistake. You were quick, almost as quick as my guys, very close to their speed, very precise.
Okay, so medical's done. Then you had your first individual training session.
So I was excited because I knew everyone here is a top coach, so I would get to, and he had his exercises were set up as winger work, so I knew that would be beneficial to me. So the winger work was just dribbling, cutting, finishing, and stuff like that.
We just started off with like light warm-ups, you know, passing, you know, quick movements off the ball and with the ball, you know, very technical, very with the ball. And then after that, we started doing the, you know, winger movements, cutting in, finishing. Very, he wanted it to be very like clean, you know, no mistakes. If there's mistakes, at least good mistakes, not like, you know, bad mistakes as well. So yeah, it was very, very high level training session.
When you take here the first touch with left, okay? You go 1 against 1. In the middle, please. Yeah? The defender makes this and this in the game. Not to him, sondern go in the middle. And I want the movement. Yeah? That is very important. You make with the body this, and the second is this, away from the goal. And then only quality, not move. In this corner. Finish, total ball. Nice, good, and make the goal. Come to me. Okay. There, nice. Okay. And go, 1 against 1. Yes.
Yeah, here is very professional. You know, they want everything. They want everything like I said, very clean, very precise. Yeah, very, like you said, quality. Because you know, if it's sloppy and everything, the training session won't be as intense.
You would rather have slow and clean than like fast and sloppy. So I was able to slow it down instead of like other pads in the US, they want everything quick and everything that's really fast, dribbling around cones.
Yes. That's the ball, man. That's the ball. This was perfect. Why was it perfect?
Because he laid down.
Yeah, you did pressure, you did your chest down. It was perfect. Really accurate, really top speed.
So we ended the session with free kicks, and that's when he was trying to teach me like where to hit the ball, trying to learn new techniques, and that's why I was like, you know, missing a lot during that training, because I was like trying to learn new techniques with the coach.
It's not about this. Unbelievable, man.
Talk to me, you go to obviously one of Germany's biggest, best stadiums. How did it feel walking around and yeah, seeing that stadium?
It was nice. I really liked the way, I like the colors, like I like the red, and I like the walkout also on the field. It's really nice. And I also like how they left like the old stadium, like the parts of it, just little pieces of it, because it's like historical.
That was my first time in a German stadium, so yeah, I was very happy to to be able to get a stadium tour here, especially in a huge stadium like that, yeah, it was beautiful. So yeah, you know, one day I want to play here, one day I want to, you know, witness the crowd all around you just playing in the biggest stage. So yeah, that's what I was thinking when, you know, we walk into the field.
So how did you feel like you beat the opponents today? What weaknesses did you see in their game?
Easy game.
Easy game. Yeah, sure. What can you take away for the coming weeks?
From beating Bayern?
Yeah, but you have to keep it going.
Just do what we did today.
Today, you woke up knowing you've got a team training session. This is the first time you're meeting the boys, multiple coaches. How are you feeling first thing when you wake up?
Just excited because, you know, first of all, like not many times you get the opportunity to train with, you know, academy players here in Germany. And yeah, I woke up and I had a feeling I was ready, you know, after all the testings I had, after all the, you know, the drills that we did here. Yeah, I was just ready to train with the boys here.
You've done some activation work before, just to get your body ready. How did you find that? And obviously that was the first time meeting the boys. How were the boys?
Yeah. No, everyone here is very welcoming. It's very good to have, you know, like a welcoming squad here. And yeah, it was very nice. We went in the gym, we did some mobility, some activation before the training, you know, and it was very professional, you know, new movements that I never did, but, you know, just trying to get ready for the training today.
Good, Ali, perfect. Okay, stop, yes, and pass.
We started with more positional, so, you know, formations, you know, light jogging, and then we started doing some movements with cones, warming up, you know, getting the body ready for the training. And then we started with a possession. We did a possession. Yeah, it was, you know, high quality. You know, all the players here are amazing, so, you know, it's very nice to have, you know, good intensity in every single session. And then after that, we went to a game, and that's how we ended off, like a good, I think, 10v10 or something like that game. So yeah, it was good.
It's more like positional awareness, like, because most of it was like staying in the right position, not letting the ball get behind us at all. And everyone stayed compact in the way we were shifting, and perfect, like the time we pressed had to be like perfect, spot on.
And then you go into your field, your realm here at the RB Leipzig Academy, but you're doing your game, which is 1v1. You match up against a tough opponent. How did you find that whole experience?
Nah, it was fun. It was more like a fun 1v1 because obviously, you know, at the end of training, you know, fun games at the end. And yeah, I think we were both exhausted after the training, so we were going light on each other. And yeah, that's what we were talking. After the training, we were like, yeah, we were going light, we were both tired. So, but it was very good to have, like, you know, 1v1 with an academy player here.
You tried something a bit experimental, a bit, you know what I'm talking about. Walk me through it.
So I tried a rainbow flick, didn't work well, but it kind of worked because he thought it was a rainbow flick, so he backed up, but the ball didn't go over, so it went to the side, so I was able to recover it.
Yeah, Soccerbot is like new technology for me. It was very nice actually. You know, working on your passing, working on your scanning, your first touch.
The first one in the 7 wins.
All first to 7?
Yeah. All first to 7.
Oh, last one.
Oh!
Do it!
Yeah!
Well, he won. He got the first 3 rounds. Then yeah, I tied it up 3-3. I think we push each other too, and like, you know, our scores or like how we do on the field. You know what I mean? But also like I feel like we're there for each other as well. You know, we're helping out, giving each other like what to do better and like what to not do. And yeah, I feel like it's overall just like a good vibe between us.
Woke up today, knowing it's the last day. How did you feel?
I felt proud of myself because I know that I feel like I left a good impression on the coaches.
I did meet a lot of new people that helped me throughout this journey, but I think I did good enough to leave an impression on them.
Last session of the day was some like athletic kind of training. First impressions of the coach?
Yeah, very nice. You know, we had a good vibe. He lived in Belgium, so you know it was good to have another Belgian here. So yeah.
Usually, this is one of the tests we use as a good indicator of power. So usually, people who are good at this test are quite powerful, good at acceleration, things like that.
So we did like various types of jumping, and yeah, it was very good to have, you know, that's another coach testing you to get that full academy experience. And yeah, overall, he said my scores are very top, very nice. So, you know, it's always good to have that type of feedback from a coach here.
All right, you can push. 42. Come on, let's go. 40.3, consistent. I like it. It's a good score, 42. High as you can. Good. 34 again. Nice.
Jumping for distance, I did better than what I usually do, which I was excited about.
Yeah, that's your best one so far.
Best to last. I'd say 241 as well.
Nice. We went downstairs to, you know, very nice like sprint field that they had downstairs, and yeah.
I've marked out the red cone, so that's the last speed point that it will measure you from, so that's 30 meters. But I want you guys to aim for the orange cones just so you don't slow down. All good?
Yeah. We started with a light warm-up, and then yeah, we started you know, doing the long sprint tests.
My top speed was 4.2, which was my first run, and said that was top 5 out of the U16.
He said that both of our results actually were very top, very high up in the academy. So yeah, just once I said, very happy to, you know, show the coaches that, you know, I'm up to that level and that standard here.
The running, because like Haroon's much faster than I am, so like watching him do it, like it gives me motivation to try to get at least close to what he is.
After our results, the coach told me that my results were top 3 of the academy, which was of my age group, which is something that I'm very happy about.
Oh yeah, your scores today really good. I think those scores put you in the top 5 players in our age group in the under-16s. I think that would put you 4.13, sort of in the top 2 or 3 players. So really good. Jump testing as well was really good. Yeah, not surprised that you guys are wingers because there's some really good power and top speed scores.
After our sprint training or testing, they brought us over to the first team area, and we were able to meet Bakayoko. And yeah, it was just shocking, honestly, because, you know, he's a top winger in the world. So yeah, just very happy to be able to meet a first team player here. He's Belgian, I'm Belgian, so yeah, I was just, you know, speaking French with each other. It was nice. And also, yeah, it gives you like a sense of motivation as well, because obviously you want to stay here and you want to be able in the future to play with these type of players. So yeah.
It was nice to meet him because I've seen him before on TV and multiple times before. He's a pretty good winger. I like to play like. He's pretty good.
You're a bit nonchalant about it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you not care when you meet big players? Or you kind of like, you see them as humans, you don't really care about like, you know, them being big footballers?
Yeah. It's like I could do that too. Like just give me a couple of years.
Nice.
He was able to sign our new training jerseys. So yeah, all of this stuff is, you know, unbelievable experience to have here. And also he knew that we had a trial as well. You know, he came up to me, he was like, how was your week? So, you know, just knowing that the first team players know that we are here trying to get on the team is also, you know, it's also very nice to have. You know, I started with, you know, grassroots football, you know, Sunday league, and then now I ended up in MLS Next Team, which is, you know, honestly, you know, developed me a lot, honestly. But also I feel like it knocked my confidence a little, you know, having that big jump from, you know, a smaller academy to, you know, high intensity and much more expecting academy was a bit of a shock for me as well. Yeah, it knocked my confidence, you know, from, you know, getting benched, you know, all the small stuff to not scoring. And, you know, honestly, the thing that Top Baller made was, you know, raise my confidence, you know, knowing that because I always knew that I was good at 1v1s, you know, and ever since then it's just been uphill, you know, from playing with Nike, being sponsored. So yeah, just, you know, thanks to Top Baller for making these events in New York. And I would have never believed you, you know, if you told me that I would be here in Germany speaking with you guys, you know, meeting all these players and playing in these amazing facilities. Because, you know, like I said, I wasn't in the best moment. But now, yeah, now I'm just living a dream, honestly, you know, and hopefully I can just keep on continuing up from there.
So my past year wasn't really good. It was really bad. Wasn't really starting. I barely played. I broke my leg, so that just made it even worse. And season, this went really bad, so I ended up getting released. Because like my first time doing the Top Baller, I had a good group stage run, let's just say that. But I won the one after that, a couple months later. Yeah, so that's just really confidence boost.
Roy, someone wants to talk to you.
Yo! What's up, man?
There's the two superstars. Jesus.
How are you?
Oh man, I'm doing good, man. The better question is, how are you guys?
Good. Yeah, we're good.
Bro, when am I getting an autograph and a signed jersey is my first question.
Soon, bro. Hopefully soon.
Bro, them kids are looking good on you guys. How do they feel?
They're nice.
They're nice, bro. They feel good.
He's always been more of a quiet one, Bryce, aren't you?
Yeah.
He's always a bit more of a quiet one. He lets his feet do the talking.
Yeah.
Nah, I love it. Nah, honestly, more importantly, guys, from the journey that we was on to where you guys are at now, it's honestly incredible, man. Now, I really do have to ask them. I'm sure it's so many different emotions, but how has the last week been for you guys? Bryce, I'll start with you, bro.
It's been really nice. Like the facility and the players are warming and welcoming. All the coaches are like very top, so they taught me a lot of new stuff when it's dribbling and cutting in, and just like the placement on my feet.
You know, we did like the individual sessions. It was probably my favorite part, you know, having the one-on-one winger sessions. Yeah, it was like probably the best sessions I've had in my life, honestly, because, you know, you have these professional coaches here that are training us. So yeah, it's top.
No, I love to hear it, man. And then obviously you guys have been sharing this experience with like obviously I believe it's both your moms that are out there. How have they been finding the whole experience?
Yeah, it was very nice that, you know, have my mom here with me, always, you know, supporting me, and yeah, just grateful for that.
She really likes it, and she's thankful for this opportunity that you have given me.
Now listen, we just provided a platform. At the end of the day, you got yourself this opportunity. I've told Haroon a lot of the times as well, you guys won this, right? You guys deserve everything. I'm so grateful we had the platform to facilitate this, but of course, shout out to the Bundesliga, because if it wasn't for them, and then even more importantly, shout out to RB Leipzig. I promise you, it made me emotional seeing you guys in the kit, man. It really did.
Nah, thank you.
Guys, thank you again.
All right, thank you, bro. That's it. if I'm not selected here, I'm gonna go back, you know, just becoming a better player and hopefully just keep on getting better because, you know, this feedback that they gave me, you know, is gonna stick to my mind when I'm playing. So yeah.
Thank you for following through with your word, even after I won, gave me the chance to come to a top academy in Germany. And just thank you.